iron pizza, the cornerstone of the red-blooded American male diet. Rygar. Why did I pick Rygar? I don't know. There's some games that have Mad Sack, and there are games that don't. Rygar does not have Mad Sack. Although at the beginning it gives you the illusion of Mad Sack. So you run across this really scenic level here. And you just kind of beat the shit out of people with this thing that you're shooting out. I'm assuming it's some kind of STD on a string. I don't know, we'll have to come up with something for it. Calling it industrial strength yo-yo is just cliche. It's too easy. So we'll come up with something obscene. But anyway, back to Rygar. Why did I pick it? Well, in part it might be because, well, I've beaten it, and for some reason I always had, like with ActRaiser 2, an odd fascination with the game. I can't explain it. I really can't. There's no eye candy. It's not a particularly good game. It's most certainly not a fair game. Although not as cheap as some that I've played. And the fact that I woke up this morning, well, that morning when I actually recorded it, with a sudden bout of Parkinson's, I got myself killed very easily. So I really have no good reason why I recorded this other than just for shits and giggles and to possibly profane the memory of an innocent Nintendo game. So, gameplay. The biggest downfall for Rygar, and one of the reasons that it was avoided in this household for years, was because the game is god-awful long, and it has no save system of any kind. It doesn't even have the 37 million letter password. You know, kind of like the, I think it was Metal Gear. The original Metal Gear had huge-ass fucking passwords, but you could save it through that. You can do no such thing with Rygar. If you turn Rygar on, you better be willing to finish. And with as painful as it is to figure half the shit in this game out, you're almost compelled to finish by some unseen force. You know, it's kind of like men and women. If there's some hot piece of ass that goes by, there is some force that compels you to want to make babies with it. Now, it's not as pleasant to think of Rygar, but there's a similar unseen force, like gravity, just drawing you to finish this fucker. Just to see, at the end of all the pain and suffering, what is there. But when you have temporary Parkinson's, it's more of just a, I want to finish this fucking game because there's no reason I should be shaking like a little bitch. And I just got painfully, horribly killed at the beginning. Now, imagine going through this game without a map, because you sure as hell don't get a map. It's like Metroid, although not quite that painful. You just have to kind of run around like a dumbass and figure things out as you go. Occasionally you'll run into these guys, one of these big motherfuckers. I don't understand them. They're 6 times your size, and they're telling you to go beat the shit out of the enemy. What the fuck? And then, once they actually do give you some kind of tip or item, they disappear. Except for one. There's 1, 2 that stay around. One of them because he's a pedo, and the other one, I think because he's just insane. Either that or he revels in your suffering. And then I die.